Yo, people, welcome back to NAF. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, especially if you are new. Big up and sorry for the lateness. Look, I think everyone was pretty much late today. Obviously, Monts, that's just normal for him, innit? So that's not a new. But other than that, you know, some people don't even have heating in the house. Some people have like 3-4 kids. Some people are actually here on time. Actually, I can't actually say 9. Everyone else has got like a future Olympist or Olympian in the yard, maybe potentially. You know what I mean? Big up that. But yeah, other than that, man, smash the like. It's going to be talking about the title race earlier. StreamYard messed up. Simple as that. Nothing more to it. It wasn't our connection.
Mad, because everyone else was still streaming afterwards, you know.
Yeah, we had such a good conversation as well. It was annoying. And I thought like LB was just about to get roasted as well, man. Monts got left on a cliffhanger like it was EastEnders, fam. Like it was Stacey.
Oh, brilliant. So that's probably on me to pick up, yeah?
Yeah. But we're here to talk about the title race anyway. He's got Specs. This is our usual panel as well, one typically, but we got D here today. Unfortunately, Dean couldn't make it because there's too many Liverpool fans otherwise. Enough of Liverpool wankfest on a Monday night. Like.
Can I just say one thing? Shout out to everyone that made it down to Rivals Tears launch last night, right? And one thing I can tell you now, yeah, is it was just a bit more confirmation of how fucked Arsenal's fan base is. I swear down. Like, listen, I haven't seen Steve for a few weeks, right? And this is how City fans are. I see Steve. I'm like, what are you saying, Steve? He's like, yeah. I go, listen. So today, Rivals Tears. We ain't having no pictures today because we've drunk. The narrative is we've had enough Rivals Tears. We're full. Yeah, we're full. Ultimately, Steve, we're shit at the moment, isn't we? He was like, yeah, it's what it is. Went our separate ways. Arsenal fans, yeah, same. I saw Liverpool fans communicating with each other. Quick conversation. Arsenal fans, every time. Bro, groups of 8 Arsenal fans. But like multiple groups, group of 8 there, group of 8, having a complete breakdown, arguing over Arteta in, Arteta out, what's going wrong. And I'm like, fucking hell, you lot, yeah, your heads are just gone. Like,
yeah, it was a lot of back and forth yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a good evening, though, but it was a lot of...
Yeah, man. I'm just shocked. There are quite a few Arteta outs already. I think it's mad.
He was holding the fort with his brother, man. It was crazy.
Oh, man, you know my thing, man.
Troops, one thing I must say, Troops is one of the nicest guys ever, bro.
Yeah, man, all of them.
Nice. Cool, it's like, I've never actually met him in person until yesterday. I thought he was mad cool, wasn't it? He's just bare chilled and he's just always laughing. And then until Monts got in there, then he was like, oh, the first thing he said when he saw Monts, like, oh, fuck's sake.
That's the effect, man.
I think the other thing is the fact that Hooks gets literally. No, I'm not going to say that. Hooks. No, I'm not going to say. It's going to come out wrong. However I say it, so I'm just going to stop myself.
Oh, wait, one sec. I was going. Wow, yeah, you know what? Don't say that. Don't
I didn't say it. I'm not saying that. That's definitely a pause.
That's crazy. That's a clip for the ages, if that's the case. But how's everyone doing anyway?
I'm good because it's the international break. I feel relaxed.
Yeah.
I feel relaxed. I've got a period of not losing.
I feel fortunate for the position we're in at the moment.
Did you just say fortunate? Very good. Very good.
Is that not doing the 4P for you this season, though? You're gonna run them back up the Ric Flair.
Like I said, the train. Bro, you on the right? Actually, perfect segue. So, last time we spoke, Callum,
last week,
you said that the train wasn't here yet, but are you on the train yet, bro?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he's either frozen or
that looks like the sort of pose we used to make in year 7.
He's like,
Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, he's frozen.
Perfect timing. Monts, are you on the train yet?
Oh, man, he's train. He's on the train, man.
5 points. Gap's not big enough. I'd say I'm closer to the train because obviously Arsenal. I don't see Arsenal no more, innit? I said they're not for me. Like, I don't look at Arsenal no more, and it's mad because you got Arsenal fans saying they don't look at us. Right, like now, like you know?
What? Now, right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, no. I saw that. That was right. I saw something on. Are you meaning Bavs?
Not just Babs, like genuine, like it's not just Babs.
I saw a video.
What do you mean by not? What do you mean by not looking at Liverpool? Like,
No, there's a Babs.
If
If there's a Babs
it was
video
Babs,
out.
I'd just say.
Oh no,
Babs
but
said
there is,
this.
but I was scrolling through. I didn't watch it, but I was scrolling through YouTube earlier, and there was a kind of video title that was something like, and it was Babs, and there was a quote with something like, "I'm not looking at Liverpool; it's still City."
In what way? In what way?
There's an
he said
error
that on
of that in the
Sunday.
air where, and because you know what it is, on the Friday before they played Newcastle, obviously, that was running around. It was like, yeah, Liverpool haven't played enough. Like we've had the hardest games. They're gonna have to go to these X amount of away grounds. So we fear City more than we fear Liverpool. And at that point, the gap was I think there was 5 points behind us. So at that point, I can kind of understand it then because the gap's 5 points, isn't it? You lose at 2 away grounds, and it's all to fight for again. But then it's still being said after now the gap is 10 points, and after failing to beat.
Yeah, I think that's a bit false from those guys though.
Yeah, do you know what?
Because when obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, but when I was a lot of the time we've been competing with City for the last couple of years. But you see what we do? We always look at the City's games. Like that's what I've been doing anyway. You see now the point that we're at now, I do actually look at Liverpool games now. Like hoping that they lose this one. I'm looking at their fixture run. So I know for a fact anyone that says they're not looking. I mean, we would rather be chasing Liverpool than City if that's what they're saying. Just because of what City
now,
have
what
done
they're
for the last
saying
couple
is,
of years,
but what they're saying is they're still saying that they think City are their title rival, and I'm kind of like,
I think the thing is, all 3 teams have been 3 of the best teams in the last few years. Regardless, they've been the 3 clear away teams. That's the truth of it. Regardless
I mean, technically, Man United have finished above Liverpool twice of the last 4 seasons.
Nah, Liverpool,
I hear
Arsenal,
what you're saying.
and Man City have been the 3 clear away
listen,
teams.
I hear it most definitely. I'm just stating a fact. The fact is, Man United have finished above Liverpool twice in the last 4 years. That's all I'm doing. I'm not.
And Newcastle finished by Liverpool as well. 2 seasons ago. We finished 4th.
Monts, send him shop again, please. Send him shop.
I don't know what. You man can send me shop all day long and chat about the same old teams. I'm telling you, bruv. Remember, I said this, and I've been saying it for a few weeks. I've been flip-flopping a little bit, but
yeah, please.
Newcastle are going to be in that mix, bro, causing an upset for all you, man.
So what you're saying is,
what you in a title?
I'm not saying title, but we're going to be in that
so
mix.
What are you saying then?
He's saying,
hold on.
We just spoke
Liverpool, Arsenal, top 3.
I'm saying even that. I'm going for that, bro. Why not? Keep our players fit.
You know what? So what you're saying is I've gone from flipping burgers at McDonald's. Now I flip burgers at Burger King. Respect me. Yeah.
Look, man,
proper
I'm just saying,
proper quarter pounders there.
At some point, you men are gonna have to address me and talk to me, bro. At some point.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm telling you, bro.
Right. Isn't that leaving? Is that actually leaving?
I'm glad you put that in there when you said you mean this season. At some point, we're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to start engaging more with me in conversations because obviously I'm Newcastle.
For what reason? For what reason?
Chelsea, Liverpool.
What for though? For what reason?
Oh, bro, I understand Chelsea. Chelsea are here, but you, man. Pardon? What?
Man said at some point. At some point,
Monts is yawning, blood. He's got. Hey, you know you just done to Monts,
bro. He be crying again.
Bro, Monts about to go get his apple juice. That's how much he just said.
Monts been going shot. What? You just said Monts shot.
Man saying at some point you have to respect me is crazy.
No, I didn't say respect.
Just because.
No, I didn't say respect. I said at some point you're gonna have to start engaging with me more.
What for though?
Oh no, hold on. No. Cal, I think I get what you're saying. No. Bro, you weren't in and about my mix 2 years ago, or Cal's mix. Maybe Cal's actually, not my mix. Me and you have never been in the same mixer, bro. Like the last time me and you were in the same mixer was about 15 years ago, right? We have not been in the same mix for quite some time. But if you mean we're going to have to engage with you, I hear you, because me and Cal, we will thank you for what you did maybe 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, that's what we'll thank you and stuff. Like, but that's about it.
That's about it.
Well, it's a favor.
We're engaging with the shake hands before the game, and that's about it.
Can I ask you guys a question? So before the season started, a lot of fans were basically saying, Liverpool are done, Klopp's gone, and all this. Would you say there's been a lot of revisionism with how Liverpool have started? No, but I'm talking about mainly from rival fans because the whole
revisionism. How though?
So
One sec. Revisionism. How? What do you mean by that exactly?
That we've had to think, fuck me, we were wrong.
Yeah, people are now turning around and saying, no, but Slot should be doing this because he's got a good team, he's got a good squad. Whereas before we even kicked a ball, everyone was kind of right. So me personally, I predicted you to finish third. Yeah, so did I.
But
so we all got it.
But I predicted you to finish third, and I didn't think the drop off would be as bad as like. Insane. You know, there was certainly quite
a lot of people said we drop out top four.
Yeah. Oh, Cass was Liverpool dropping out top four.
I said fourth.
But there was a lot of some man were thinking Liverpool are really like I was saying Liverpool will finish third because of the fact that you still ultimately
I told you
had the spine. You still had the spine, right? And you've still got the spine. Like for me, that's where I think if you look at Liverpool, you still got winners there. You still got your Even if they all go at the end of the season, this season you still have Van Dijk, Salah, Alisson, and Trent, right? Them four. But I'll be honest, I didn't think that you were going to be our challenge. Whereas last season, I thought it was going to be Liverpool and Arsenal challenging City. This season, I thought Liverpool will finish third. I still think they're above the rest of the chasing pack, but I thought it's going to be City and Arsenal. So I think all of us have got it wrong.
I think my theories are they're off in a time, but they're correct in a way as well because football works in its cycles and its circles, and it's never going to be Man City Arsenal, the same way it's never going to be Man City Liverpool, or when you go back, whether it's Chelsea or Man United, it's just like at some point there will be some sort of drop off. Like I'm pretty sure when Salah decides I can't be fucked to stay here no more, and Trent says I want the sun in Madrid.
I'm pretty sure they miss Trent. I'm not gonna lie.
He's an integral. He's an integral part of their play, bro.
Hold on,
crazy.
Trent
integral.
Right, cool.
How can you not miss Trent?
Hold on. They will miss Trent, but let's be real. We've probably all said at some point they're going to miss Alisson so much. Currently, they're not missing Alisson so much, right? Let's be real. Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world. They're not missing Alisson at the moment, yeah?
Big up flaps,
bro. For me, they will miss Trent. Of course they will. And if you go back to Trent maybe 2-3 seasons ago, yeah, I hear it. At the moment, I'm not saying they won't miss Trent, but I think they will miss Salah or Van Dijk more, right? Salah and Van Dijk are the two for me that you take either of them out of Liverpool and...
Yeah, but that's easy.
Yeah, but no one's saying that. That's not
right back. In today's football,
no, but that's what I'm saying. I'm allowed to have my own agenda as well, you know?
Right back's not as important as a top goal scorer, let alone a centre-back. Obviously, not going to be missed as much, but I think Van Dijk stays anyway.
I understand why they would want to keep Trent because as an asset, Trent is worth more because of his age. But which one has more of an impact on Liverpool challenging for the league? For me, it will always be Van Dijk or Salah.
Let me ask Liverpool fans, yeah, who's the most important player in your team? Is it Salah or Van Dijk? How do you lot see it?
Van
See,
Dijk.
You didn't even put Trent in there.
No, but obviously it's between them two, innit? But I thought you were saying a different point, innit?
No.
You say
Who
Van
do you say,
Dijk,
Monts? Van Dijk.
Who do you say?
I'll be honest with you. I don't think you can choose out the two. And I know I'm sitting on the fence when I say that. From a defensive and leadership standpoint, Virgil's in a league of his own. And I think he's kind of put to bed this season that he's the best centre-back in the world. No disrespect to any other clubs and any other players.
But no, disrespect.
No, Monts, I'm on another stream. I'm trying to be, humble and respectful in it. Like, this ain't a Liverpool show only.
I reiterate, disrespect.
Oh yeah. What Cal's saying is wait till it's the echo chamber, then we do that stuff.
Yeah, let's just wait till 2 a.m. in the morning where all the cronies have gone to sleep.
I say disrespect because it doesn't take many games for people to start,
calling Van
saying Saliba's the best defender. That's it didn't take many games for people to think Saliba was already better than Van Dijk after he's been doing what he's been doing for so long. So I kind of take that and go, you know what? Yeah, disrespectfully to other clubs personally.
I'll remember that. I'll remember that when you do some of your shameless shit on players like De Bruyne.
I've never spoken to De Bruyne.
Who ever said it's better than De Bruyne?
Cal, not you, Monts. Monts. I said Monts. I said when you do some of your shameless shit on players like De Bruyne, yeah, right. I'll remember that.
Whoever compared to De Bruyne? Whoever ever said it's better than De Bruyne?
I'm not saying compared. I said you've been shameless. Kevin the bitch.
Oh yeah, KD bitch. But don't you man say
Brother.
Hold on. Man said Virgil van Disney, and man said Virgil van Delegate.
Well, I'd rather be called Disney than a bitch.
Because
I'm
guess
not
what? At the time, but it's fair to say, at the time, Saliba, whether it's on form or whatever, was better than Van Dijk. Not to say
No, he wasn't.
Yes,
No,
he
he
was.
wasn't.
Yes, he
No, he
was.
wasn't.
Don't do that,
right.
Monts,
So
man.
my take on that
And
would
I've
be
stuck by that. And I've stuck by that.
Van Dijk is the best Premier League defender of the last 8 years. Yeah. I personally think the last 2 years, not including this season, Saliba's been better than Van Dijk for the last
Gabriel.
2 seasons.
Both.
But I'm just going to say Saliba.
But at one point, people were saying Van Dijk was finished.
But I do think there's a lot of relevance. If you have to take one, which one is a bigger sample of work? The 8 years.
Monts
So
likes to apply,
Van Dijk's a better
the thing is
defender
with
than
Monts, like
Saliba
anyone
still.
does anyways, everyone likes to apply context when it comes to their team and their players mainly. When it comes to others, it's all jokes and everything. But when it comes to their team,
how about this, Cass?
How about this,
Cass? We applied Arsenal's context to Liverpool because now we defend with our players behind the ball, and now he looks better.
yeah.
That's all the context I need.
Just going back to what I was saying, the reason why I can't separate between Salah and Virgil is from a defensive standpoint, the leadership and the organisation standpoint, Virgil's clear of everyone. But for Liverpool, when it comes to actually putting the ball in the back of the net, Salah's responsible for over half our goals, if I'm not mistaken, this season. That speaks volumes for me.
Is that goals or assists as well?
It's both. It's both. Just
But
if you got to pick one, who would you pick if you had to pick one?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because they're both similar. They're both similar ages as well. So it's like,
honestly, I promise you, I know I'm sitting on the fence. I can't genuinely pick.
But come on, Calvin. Like, honestly, bro, you take out Van Dijk, keep Salah there. Bringing someone else. You're telling me it would be more effective?
No, because the reason why I look, shame is crazy. Without any shame. The reason why I sit on the fence is because you take Virgil out of the team, we can see more goals. You take Salah out of the team, we score less goals.
Yeah. Spot on.
So I can't. That's why I can't separate them. I know it's not a good answer. I just can't.
No, it's not, bro. It's right. It's right because it's very easy. What you think, Salah? Yeah.
Who me?
Yeah,
no, I don't think they're both the same.
No. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think they're both the same. You think Salah because, bro, but no, it's true.
I think Van Dijk.
Bro, you take Van Dijk out, yeah. All of a sudden, that defense looks nowhere near as strong, bro. And I'm not even knocking it.
It wouldn't be a shambles.
And it's not just because of his defensive ability. It's because he's the leader of that defense as well. I think you're right. I think he's spot on. I think it's very easy to go, oh, yeah, you take Salah out, you take away all of his goals, all of his assists. Someone will get some of those goals and some of those assists. You take Van Dijk out, Liverpool's defence changes. I think they're equally as important. Possibly, I'd actually probably swing towards Van Dijk a bit. I think I would.
That's me seeing it as a from an outsider. Yeah. That's why I wanted to see what the Liverpool fans think.
Do you know what? This is where I have to shout out my brother Monts, another person who's kind of gone under the radar in the past couple of months, who's extremely important to his current team. Gravenberch.
Oh, Gravenberch.
Yeah, we know that.
He's not got under the radar though. Man,
he's not under the radar no more. He's on the radar fully.
No way.
Yeah. He's not. He's having a great season.
I've made sure he's on the radar. I will never stop singing.
Bro, he's having a great season, unlike certain Brazilian DMs that I wanted in the summer.
I think Curtis Jones has been under the radar a little bit. Me personally, because I think he's underrated slightly.
In the past month or so, Curtis been doing this thing.
100%.
His boy at Newcastle.
Bruno Gomes.
Bruno. Where the fuck's he gone?
Oh yeah, man's just got his new contract. I said, yeah,
bro.
Did the usual. I'll turn up. I decide to turn up.
Got the new contract. He said, I'm calm.
But you watching the last couple of games, Bruno?
Last couple of games? Oh, is that what we're doing now?
No, but you're dismissing him. I'm like, you better not watch
squint any harder. You're just gonna look like Daps more and more and more.
Nah, you better not watch him, bro. Joe Linton and Bruno, you ain't watching that man there.
Hold on, why are you bringing? Hold on, why are you bringing Joe Linton into it, bro? We were just talking about one player. Why are you listing the whole team? I just said Bruno. Why are you listing about 4 players now, bro?
All right, this is
you don't watch our players. You don't.
We do because there's 2 games equivalent to 11 games of the
season.
But
we will be by the end of the season, innit? We'll be having to pay attention to your players, innit?
Bruno, he's off days.
He's been bang average this season. He's been bang average. He's been good last few games.
By now, I think he's been 50-50.
Yeah, it's getting up to scratch, man. It's all good, man. Don't get too hurt now, man. Do rank 2
Bruno in your team. Each and every one of you have a Bruno in your team.
Bro, we could do with him 100%. Bro, we could do with him, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm good with Isaac. We don't need that. Thank you very much. We're good.
Isaac would do a better job and more effective overall than a Haaland right now.
Yeah, you don't watch Haaland. You don't watch Haaland.
So I'm saying overall, Haaland needs to be fed like a baby, bro. He's from left, right.
From you are trying to tell me.
He'll be more effective. You know that.
Yeah, what you think Isaac's better than Haaland? Are you actually trying to?
Haaland needs
Isaac is more effective. Yeah?
In my team, as a team,
you know we had the chance. You know we had the chance to sign him, right? And we went for Haaland. Yeah.
I know about Arsenal. I don't know about
because I'm talking. Remember, you got him after we got Haaland, bro. We were looking at him. I didn't
know that.
Bro, I actually remember doing a show on it. I remember literally doing a show and getting all of his stats and that. Nah, bro, I'm not even knocking Isaac, but I wouldn't take Isaac. I'd take Joe Linton right now. I'm not gonna lie. We could do with the Joe Linton. We could do with the Caicedo differently. Like
I hear that.
Either of them at City right now, 100%, man. Or a Bruno. Yeah, bro, I'd take most midfielders with legs at the moment. I'm not gonna.
Do you think Isak will be more effective in your team? Take out Haaland. Do you think you would add more to the team?
No.
You would add more to the team? No.
Bro, what are we doing? Sorry, like
but you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm saying, though, bro. I'm not saying better. I'm saying prefer. Would you add more to your team?
No, I'd rather Haaland.
Just a one base.
I'd rather Haaland.
He's not getting fed supported, non-existent.
Right, bro. Look, we've been alone. We've been City without Haaland in the false nine, and we've been City with Haaland. Yeah, right. One did a treble, one didn't. Right. So. For me, bro, I'd rather Haaland than Isaac. If you want to convince yourself, that you'd rather him. And by the way, I'm calling him Isaac. He's an SISAAC. No, it's Isaac, bro. He's not whatever he's Isaac. It's Isaac.
Say that, man.
His name's Alex. Alex Isaac.
Anyway, back to your league conversation.
This is actually you're claiming you'd rather Isaac than Haaland.
Oh, brother, I've been saying that, bro.
Depends on your team, to be fair. It depends on your team.
No, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare on your team. Yeah, you would change everyone here would change the way except for maybe Liverpool. Liverpool have the right.
No, I'm changing the way I play.
I'm not
you can try and come with a narrative on Haaland. No problem, bro. Anyone would change their style of play for fucking Haaland. Don't lie to yourself, bro. Don't lie to yourself.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't swap Haaland for
Gyökeres because you know that's all you're going to get. You ain't going to get Haaland. If you could get Haaland, you'd be going, I'd take Haaland over Gyökeres all day long.
If I got offered Haaland to swap with Isak, you think I'm taking Haaland? You honestly believe that?
No, because
you should take Haaland.
This is just stupid, isn't it?
It's not stupid, you know. It's not a stupid conversation. I promise you, bro.
Oh, it's cool, isn't it?
Also,
I'm just saying. I'm speaking as an Isak fan. Isak's the striker I want us to sign in the summer, and I'm willing to sacrifice Núñez and Jota for him. But if you ask me who I want, if I had an open checkbook with any amount of choice, Haaland's the first name I'm taking. Haaland and Salah in the same team would be ridiculous.
That would be funny.
Well, make sure you feed him. Make sure you feed him.
Yeah, we've got plenty of plates to go around.
Make sure you feed him. That's all.
But this is a maddest narrative.
You put Haaland in that Leicester City team.
You have to feed every striker, though.
Thank you. This is, bro. Let's remember,
Hold on, sorry, Daps. Let me tell you this one.
Please do.
No, not even trying to take the mick here. Who would you say can create more out of nothing, or who would you say is more involved in the game out of Haaland and Núñez, for example?
I'll say Núñez.
Okay, so on that premise, Núñez does more in the game, right, and affects the game more, but Haaland scores more goals. You'd probably assume, right?
Yeah, but the difference is Isak scores goals as well as Haaland scores goals.
No, you're right. But
no, he doesn't score goals like Haaland.
Here's the killer. Here's the killer. You know, Haaland, if I'm not mistaken, has got more assists than Isak and Núñez since they both all been in the Prem together.
We mean what for the game overall?
If I'm not, he's definitely got more than Núñez.
Haaland's been there for longer and more games. I don't know.
And to be fair,
bro, as a prime example,
he plays more
first
games.
Season. A prime example is Haaland first season. Yeah, everyone talks about his goals. No one once said, "But do you know Haaland's got more assists? Haaland first season got more assists than Harry Kane." Right? No one will ever tell you that, right? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. Yeah, and you're here telling me that we don't watch Newcastle, right? I'll tell you now, Haaland has had some games this season where he's been fucking awful, right? And hasn't been involved. However, he's also had some games where he does get involved, bro. And I'm telling you now, like if anyone watched him at Dortmund, he got more involved. He played a different way at Dortmund, right? He plays this way, and I've said it from first season to now, off of people that have gone and watched City in training. And when Haaland tries to drop deep and get involved, Pep says to him, no, you stay up top. That is your role. You don't come into the boxes that are for other people, because the minute you come there, you're bringing 3 men with you. Yeah. And all of a sudden, there's no space for these men to play their style of football. So, but again, if it's a very simple narrative to just go with, Haaland doesn't do anything.
I'm only saying this as preference in the sense of I'm saying as an option. Like, especially my team, he can play the left, right in various positions, and he's effective in all parts. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing?
You're the same fact,
bro. You're loading up a gun. You're loading up a gun, yeah? You're loading up a gun, ready to hand it over to... Hold on, bro. You're loading up a gun, ready to hand it to the Arsenal... No, you're loading up a gun, ready to hand it to the Arsenal fans. Please let me finish, bro, because he's leaving you to go to Arsenal, yeah? And if you load up this narrative, yes, he is, bro. And when he goes Arsenal, them man are taking that gun you've got, and it's already loaded. They're going to start letting off shots. He's better than Haaland. He does more than Haaland. So we know he's leaving you, though, bro. You ain't keeping him for another season.
There you go, man. We'll see.
We know. And now we have to go to that part. Now it's time to a trolling thing. He's a king. Bro. I promise you, bro.
Really? Really?
Well, we got to think as well, yeah. We've never seen Isak in a low block.
The window's not open. Of course, he's not going right now.
I ain't seen Isak against a low block yet. He plays against open space more time. So it's a bit hard to, again, in fairness, if you want to make it balanced. Let me know what teams he's played against and scored against that play mad low block. Because everyone plays low block pretty much against City.
I think that's relevant with like Solanke, for example. I think if you look at Solanke, at Bournemouth, right? Bournemouth ain't never really having to play anyone playing a low block against Bournemouth. And it sounds mad me saying Bournemouth after we've just held 2 against them. But when he was at Bournemouth, Solanke was not having to play against low blocks. So he had plenty of space to run into, plenty of space to operate. If you watch Solanke now playing for Tottenham, where maybe they are playing some teams who play a low block, he's finding it a bit more difficult to get that space. And that's where you come, then you move on to Haaland. Haaland is a forward that is constantly having to operate with very limited space, because most teams City play are trying to play a low block, And then you see how alert and how able he is to find space. Bro, like Cassie's saying, let's see if Isaac can do that, when he moves to Arsenal. Let's see how much space he gets when he moves to Arsenal, because it'll be people won't play the same when he's at Arsenal.
That class, it wouldn't be a problem, bro. That class,
bro. Bournemouth said the same about
Solanke. Against low blocks, bro. Even Brighton were playing low block against us, bro, this season. We lost.
Bro, how many players are class when they play for mid-table teams, but when they move to top teams, don't look so good?
Well, we'll have to wait and see that if you're classing my team as a mid-table team.
I'm glad that didn't go over your head. Good, I did.
No, I blocked you, bro, straight away. It's cool, man.
Anyway, like Liverpool are chilling. These likes are chilling. They're on 127 and being chilling. So make sure you run up the likes. There's plenty to go around. I mean, there's 400 of you in here, so please.
Liverpool are chilling as well.
Please, smash the likes. He ain't done so yet. If you've heard it on voice, and if you're watching this back, just quickly, pause the video quick. Then then hit the fun button. Make sure it's lit. Monts will tell you as well himself. Like if it's on dark mode, the fun button should look like me. If it's on light mode, the fun button should look like everyone else that's on the panel bar daps. So let me know, man. Let me know. But yeah, Arsenal. Actually, this is funny. It's not actually that funny. This part is though. The first one, not the funny part. Ben White has undergone a minor operation to resolve an injury he has managed this season, or has been managing. He'll be out for 8 weeks.
Wow,
it's crazy, right?
Is that out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere, just like Randy Orton's RKO.
Yeah.
And then this is funny. This comes from Miguel Delaney, and I don't know if this is true or not.
You into
it says
late January, right?
Yeah. Mikel Arteta wants to have a number of, especially with the amount of games coming up. Mikel Arteta wants to have a number of different positions at number 6. He wants to be able to pick from a pure passer, another who is physical, and one who's press resistant. With that, Arteta would be able to reconfigure his midfield at any given time. Hence, then why the fuck did you spend 110 million or 105 million on Declan Rice?
Bro,
Crazy, isn't it?
Is that saying he wants more players that can do that? So they've got.
Yeah, but he's just saying he wants multiple people to do multiple things. That's,
but
obviously we like to just listen to what.
No, but you've got that now.
But he's got Party. He's got Party. He's got Rice. We've got enough. We've got enough for that.
You've got four. You've got four. Rice.
Not number
Party.
sixes.
No,
Marino and that.
Marino, Rice, Party.
They're really the only three that will be playing in there.
Jorginho?
He's on Jorginho as well.
So that's four. So that's four. Like I said, that's four.
Role.
That's four.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. What we saying that we shouldn't have that or what?
No. I'm saying you should. I'm saying he's not saying he wants to go and buy more, is he?
But you've already got that,
no.
You've already got a 6. Declan Rice is physical. Jorginho's press resistant. Party's
I can't believe you just said. Did you just say Jorginho's more of a coach?
Physical.
Yeah, he'll be a player coach, isn't he? He'll be a coach. He'll be a coach soon. Yeah, he'll be a coach. He'll be a coach at Arsenal soon.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's like your season just can't. You just for Arsenal at the moment. Obviously, Monts said he doesn't look at Arsenal no more.
No, I don't exactly.
When you say don't look at Arsenal, don't look at Arsenal for what? You mean like you're focusing on City, or what do you mean?
No,
don't look at Arsenal.
You gotta do a whole lot more for me to acknowledge you, man, as title contenders anymore.
You finished below us the last 2 years, so how does that work?
Because I'm talking about this season. It's all good being
you're
a title
only
contender.
you're only 9 points clear though.
Only
I said
9 points.
only. That's only. You know?
Yeah, you're 9 points clear.
Season, though.
You're only 9 points clear. We've been 8 points clear and we didn't win it. You've been only 9 points clear.
I didn't say we was winning it. I said I don't look at you. That's
yeah, but
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're saying
you said only 9 points.
Yeah, but,
Hold on. I can't believe you said only 9 points. And don't do this, bro. Only 9 points. Like,
you're 9 points.
No one has ever come from. I think it's any more than after 11 games. I don't think anyone's ever come from like 9 points and won the league. Pretty certain.
Arsenal 8 points clear at 1 point and City won it.
Oh no, we're talking about title race. So you must be talking about that.
He's saying he's not looking at Arsenal. Basically, what he's saying is Arsenal not in the title race, but that would be madness to say that.
Bro. Are you in the top? Right now, you're in the top 4 race.
Right now, we're in a title race.
You can put yourself back in the title race, but it's only going to be for show. If I'm honest,
you're closer to us than you are to Liverpool.
We're in a title race. What do you think? You think Arsenal fans don't think we're?
For me, it's more.
We know Arsenal fans think they're in the title race.
Of course, you know. To be honest, for me, it's a save face thing. So you man got to go, buck up your ideas, finish third, and make it look like you was there.
Finish third. We're not aiming for third.
No, that's probably where you're third or second, and it's going to make it look like it was competitive.
Monts. Can I be real? I feel like this is why slightly. I said this the other day, and then I've seen the Bavs thing about, we're not looking at Liverpool, we're still looking at City. I'm not going to lie. I think there's some Arsenal fans here that they just want to continue the City-Arsenal rivalry, right? Because then if they beat City and finish second, they can still float to us. And they're almost like, let's just fucking forget about Liverpool. Let Liverpool do the Liverpool thing. Then we can still say, City, what are you saying now? We finished above you. And it's like,
I think Arsenal's in purgatory right now, and you don't understand where you want to be yet.
They're not in purgatory. They know where they are.
What I'm trying to say is
no.
Let me explain.
You lot are top by 5 points, and you don't think you're winning it. So I can't believe it.
But I can't believe. Hold on. When did I say I was winning it?
No, because you said you don't look at Arsenal. You said
Monts, you winning the league. Hold on, no. Monts, you winning the league.
No, not right now.
Fuck off.
So, Cal, let me ask Cal. Do you look at Arsenal? You look at Arsenal as in the title race?
Let me get my analogy.
Wait, let me ask Cal. Cal, do you look at Arsenal in the title race?
Let Cal get it. I just said we're the favourites
right now. I said to you yesterday, D. So like, I'm not gonna come on in and act like it's two-faced line. I said I can't exactly write off Arsenal because 2 games can change everything. 1 loss and 1 draw for Liverpool, which is obviously we say it all the time. That's like we can't see where they drop points at the moment. It could be City, that could be the draw maybe, and they could lose at Newcastle.
If people always look at
shoulda, coulda, woulda, if buts or maybes, right? So that's why I can't write Arsenal up at the moment because you know what the thing is. But I'm saying why they're in purgatory is because you're 4 points away from being 13th. But you're also 4 points away from being second. So you need to make up your mind. Are you in a top 4 battle? Top 8 battle?
No, we're not in no top 4 battle. We're in a title race.
Can I be real with you? Can I be real with you for a second? My concern, and I said this to someone last night, and look, we're only 5 points behind Liverpool, but we're still 5 points behind Liverpool. My concern is, people at the start of the season, if someone said, look, Liverpool don't look that great, but they're winning games, yeah, and that's what title contenders do. I'd go, yeah, that's a fair point, but I feel like Liverpool are getting better every game to a point where now when someone goes, Liverpool don't look that great, but they're winning games, I kind of disagree. I actually think Liverpool are looking good now. Now, again, because when I've said this, one or two people have said, oh, they really don't look that great. I'm not saying they look like Centurions. I'm not saying they look like prime Barcelona, yeah? But I'm saying right now, Liverpool look pretty good for me. And my concern is Liverpool look like every game under Slot, they're getting a bit better, right? And that's where I worry, because I look at City at the moment and I look at Arsenal and I think at the moment we're not really showing signs of improving. Now, of course, after the international break, bit of rest, certain players getting their legs back, their fitness back, it could all change. But at the moment, the worry isn't just the point gap, it's the form of Arsenal and City and the form of Liverpool. And that's what worries me. We're going into the key for me. From we get back from this international break till the end of January, yeah, or maybe mid-January, that is a big fucking run, right?
But
we can't be going into it with shit.
Two Liverpool fans there. One says they look at Arsenal, one doesn't. Because Cal said he still sees Arsenal in the title race.
Yeah.
So obviously he's
Monts has an underlying hate for Arsenal, which is fair enough to be fair.
No, so do I. Mine's not underlying. I hate Arsenal as well, but
it's not an underlying hate for Arsenal.
Friends with Lee, in it, you lot flip about like.
No, Cass, it's not underlying hate, bro. I openly hate Arsenal. That's not the point.
Yeah, same.
The point is that if we were in your position, no one's going to be looking at us and saying,
I forgot. Cal also believe.
I think if City were 9 points off the top, people will go, you know what? They've won 4 in a row. You can't write off the best coach in the world currently.
Crazy, probably thinks Keller is better than Alisson too these days.
It's a slightly different narrative. But the point is, you man are the only thing you're clinging on to is that you've played really difficult away games. You know
what do you mean the only thing we're clinging on to? That's what it is, isn't it? Well, that's not the only thing.
No. But again, do you know what? The reason, bro,
the same teams that you said that Communio was on the stream before, the same teams that you said that we should have beaten when we had 10 men, are the same teams that Man City lost to with 11 men.
Yeah, and
you said we should have beaten Bournemouth with 10 men, and you said we should have beaten Brighton with 10 men.
And this is where you fell into my trap.
Oh, we shouldn't be the bar right now.
I played my trap card. Now I played my trap card.
You played the trap card.
Because the reason I say you're clinging on to it is because you can't talk about all these difficult games when you're losing the easier ones.
That's neither here nor there. That's not the point.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
That's not neither here.
No, it's true because
you're saying you can't say the easier fixtures. I'm not saying the easy fixtures. I'm saying
it's a great point.
It's a normal Arsenal thing to do. They look at the point that suits their narrative. So they'll go, we were down to 10 men, or.
No, the point is,
we didn't win it. We didn't win it.
We were down to 10 men. We had 10 men for both games.
No, but in some of them,
why do you keep saying it's not?
In some of them, your performance even before you went down to 10 men was not good.
Can I extend on that? Can I extend on this? By the way, yeah. So we're talking about. So what I'm going to latch off on Monts' point, yeah. And it doesn't matter if you've had 10 men or not, yeah. The whole instance is to win the league. Pretty much, you got to smash all the teams that are not as good as you. Not you, but your fan base, a Gal especially,
like you were doing last year,
we're always claiming how great you were against the bigger sides. This season, you've already dropped all points to bigger sides, if I'm correct. Bar Tottenham, maybe? Bar Tottenham, I think you beat.
So all points to bigger sides. We beat Villa.
No, yeah, but I'm saying I know you might have improved off that, but you dropped points to Brighton. You dropped points to Bournemouth already, and yeah, you did have 10 men, but it's not. Maybe you had 10 men or not. You dropped points against them.
You're dropping points to mid-table teams like Newcastle. What I'm saying is,
you're drawn to Chelsea away, who you smashed.
Newcastle away is not easy, you know. Newcastle away is not easy.
He's trolling, bro.
I'm just trying to make it irrelevant. I'm trying to keep.
I'm trying to make relevant points to extend the what Monts said and what Dax said. Like usually, like if it was a Brighton or something, you smashed them at the end. They are your bogey team. Don't get me wrong. Like I think they're one of them, but you dropped points there already. Liverpool ain't dropped points there yet. Do you know what I mean? And this is the difference. You've already dropped points at Liverpool at Emirates. You've also dropped points to Man City at their gaff, which is fair enough. You ain't beat them there in no time.
That is what it is.
But then you've also dropped points to Chelsea and usually smashed them there. I'm just saying you're dropping points in games. We lost to Chelsea last year.
No. I swear someone was telling me.
We drew with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge last year.
Whoa. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying this isn't you, but the Arsenal narrative going into the game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge was Stamford Bridge is our playground. We go there and take 3 points every season.
I don't know who said this.
Bro,
I don't know
yes,
where
bro. Most Chelsea fans, most fucking Chelsea fans were saying that, bro.
Stamford Bridge has never been our
But right now, but I think
we haven't lost to them in a long time. We haven't lost to Chelsea in a long time. It's not our playground.
You're definitely right. No, to your logic, of course, it's not you. You can't obviously.
But most men were saying,
yeah, but
this
most
is
men
our
have said
playground.
it. You don't understand, yeah.
You're in our group chat. Man is saying we come and collect rent off you, man.
What these idiots are saying. I could not care less what these men are saying.
You don't
understand. Nothing to do with real life.
Yes, it has, because when you come on YouTube and you start talking about Arsenal, you speak for your fan base. That's how it works, whether you like it or not.
Okay, I'll speak for my. You got to let me speak if you want me to speak for my fan base, then.
Yeah, but what do you mean? I haven't been taken over.
I barely say. You can't say speak for your fan base, not let me speak.
All right, per stream, I barely.
You don't like half your fan base, to be fair.
I don't like 95% of my fan base. I don't know what you mean half.
But I'm saying that, like, I'm not. Again, we're not writing you off, but at the same time, it's like the build off of what to win a league. You have to be beating your Bournemouths and your Brightons at home, especially anyways.
What Bournemouth was away?
At what point, right? Hold on. At what point?
I said I didn't say
at what point do you feel?
Brightons at home.
At what point would you feel that you've go? Yeah, we're not in a title race now.
Probably next game.
If this was next game, if this was like we were having this conversation in like February.
What? So even if you
please.
We got to like last year.
And this is my problem.
Man City were 8 points behind us. We still lost the league.
Bro, but the difference is, hold on, bro.
This is my
hold on. One thing, Monts, you can come in. Just one thing, bro. This is one thing Arsenal fans really do that gets my back up, yeah? When they go, yeah, but Man City were, bro. We have the right for that to go, Man City were 8 points behind us and caught us up, bro. We've done that repeatedly, right? So you're not us. Arsenal are not Manchester City, bro.
We're not you. But the point is, you asked me a question, innit?
No, but the fact that City have before Pep, Pellegrini used to catch man up. Like Mancini caught up fucking Fergie. That's what Manchester City do. We're like, before Pep, we've been doing it, right? We catch teams up. Arsenal predominantly are known for being top with quite a gap and dropping off.
I agree with you, but you didn't. That's not the question you asked me.
No.
Can we just go back to? Can we go back to your answer?
Am I out of the title race? And I'm saying no. We're only 9 points off. So no, we're not.
Let's go back to your answer where you wanted clarification by February. So when you asked me, am I going to win the league? And I say, probably going to have to know what's going to happen after the January transfer window. That's not a good enough answer. Why is it okay for you to wait until February to have certainty?
Who are you talking about, bro? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about you, the answer you just gave, bro.
When did you say you're gonna wait until after January? And I said it's not good.
I've said this many times where
but you can't. That's what I'm saying.
Like I've always said game week 11, yeah. I've always said game week 11, yeah. To say to someone or to want someone to say, oh, what? So if you're not saying you're winning the league, you've got no chest. If you're not saying you ain't won, no one has ever said or no one.
Then you're saying I'm not looking at Arsenal. You shouldn't be saying that either.
No, brother. Arsenal, stop. You haven't won a league in 20 years. So no, I'm not looking.
But hold on, you're not looking at Arsenal. But why? So why is Cal looking? Why is Cal looking at Arsenal?
No, hold on.
Why is Cal looking at Arsenal? Why is Cal looking at Arsenal?
Let me finish. Me and Cal are not joined by the hip. We have different.
There we go. Then that's my point.
My opinion.
That's my point.
My opinion is that when a 9 point gap by game week 11 is a bit too much for this current Arsenal side to go and win the league. Manchester City is a 5 point gap. They have caught us with more points to gain. Hence why I've said no. I don't think we're nailed on winning the league.
We finished above you 2 years in a row. We finished above you 2 years in a row. For the last 2 years, you haven't even been the same level as us. What are you talking about? You're 9 points above us right now, but you're not. You how do we know that you're a better team than us?
I'll tell you right now.
You're just going off.
Bro. I'll be honest, bro. As someone who has won majors recently, I don't know. Maybe you man have forgot, but every season is different. Not every season is a carbon copy of the previous one. Not even Klopp's almighty Liverpool prime side was challenging City year in, year out, all the way. We took years off. There were years that we weren't right there and we dropped to third. I mean,
I hate this year off narrative, though. How dare you claim you took a year off?
You know what I mean? We were just shit. There were
Listen,
you're doing semantics. You know what my point is? To continuously come second at the top of your game year in, year out is exhausting. there is an exhaustion. These players are human, bro. So for you to use the fact that you was in the title race for 2 years in a row as a point as the reason why a 9-point deficit by this point is fine is bullshit.
It's not. That's what it is.
Right now,
that's what it is.
Right now, you're sitting in a top 4 race. And because you think you've played the hardest teams is a reason as to why you think you're still there. You're not still there because you're not proving you can beat the teams you're supposed to beat. So therefore, and that is rule number 1, basic bottom line of challenging for a trophy, which you're not showing right now. Yes, you've had injuries, but we've all had injuries. Deal with it. City have won a season with Gundogan in false 9. They played John Stones in DM for a Champions League final. They last season didn't have De Bruyne or Haaland.
I thought you said a minute ago we're not City. Didn't you just say that?
No, I said that.
So a minute ago, so 1 minute, you're saying we're not City. Now you're using points about City. The fact of the matter is,
that's not the wait. I didn't agree with that.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't agree with that.
Fine, you didn't agree with that.
Let me land my plane. Let me land my plane. So my point is that I'm not saying, if you get 5 ACLs, go in the league. That's not what I'm saying. The point is that you haven't shown me enough right now to tell me that you're gonna do anything to close this gap expeditiously. For me, that's what I'm saying. I don't look at you, man, to say, you're gonna close that gap because you're not beating the teams you're supposed to beat. You're not. And for anyone that's saying, we're not looking at Liverpool, that's fine. You can have that opinion and you can have that delusion. But for me, don't ask me or tell me, how can you not say you're not going to, not you personally, but in general, how can you, man, say you're not going to win the league? But as soon as a man asks you,
I didn't say that.
I won't know.
You keep saying random things that didn't happen. You keep saying random things that didn't happen today. You keep saying, how can you say you're not going to win? I didn't ask you, are you going to win the league?
I literally just said after that, not you, but ask.
All right, fine, no problem. Okay, well then make points that I said. Make points that we're talking about today. So the fact of the matter, no, see, now you want to cut in when I'm making my point. This is what I'm saying. He's talking for 5 minutes. He's talking for 5 minutes. When man's about to rebuttal it, now you're saying,
you was cutting this throughout.
Yeah, you're staggering, bro. You're moving like StreamYard earlier. I don't know if you're landing or going still. Like, I'm trying to work it out.
Go on, take back off.
Agal said he wanted to join them to even the odds, so he thinks you're a weak candidate, basically.
I don't care what he thinks. Who cares what he thinks? I don't know him.
This just sums up the Arsenal fan base.
I care what a man thinks. I don't know.
Just literally beefing.
I'm a weak candidate.
I think I'm back at Wing Kings again.
Yo, I don't know why Kat is throwing me under the bus. I never said nothing negative. I just said they got.
No, you didn't say that. I said it.
All right.
What about another Man City fan? I mean, Specs. You can join in for that.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You know what?
This time we'll see.
One sec.
But what do you call it? I said if you can find one at this time of night, maybe.
We will. We got one in spirit right here.
There we go. What are you saying? Easy people.
There you go.
I know Monts is very excited. Callum, what are you saying? You think you guys are going to do it?
If I'm going to be completely honest and consistent, I thought we'd finish third at the beginning of the season. When Roger went out with his injury, I said I think we'd finish second, and I thought we'd finish second to Arsenal. I can't sit here and equivocally say that Arsenal are out of the title.
That's a big word. Yet. Can you say what that word means, please? Because some people may not understand.
My land,
what you saying? What's your feelings now?
Please land, bro. Come in for landing.
So I'm not sitting there saying that it's done yet. I think it'd be quite naive to say Liverpool have won the league yet after 11 games. In the same way, I wouldn't say Arsenal have won it after 11 games. I'd probably say City could potentially, because we've seen them do it over so many years. I think the frustration we have as Liverpool fans, and maybe I'm only speaking for myself, is that Arsenal in particular, Arsenal fan base in particular, really dumped on Liverpool in the summer, especially when they found out Klopp was going and they said it's just going to be a 2-horse race now. And since Liverpool have started so well and Arsenal haven't started as well, the narrative has now changed to, we've got injuries and Liverpool are better than what they're doing what they should be doing because Klopp left a good foundation. It wasn't only that long ago that Arsenal fans were saying that Virgil's done and that Saliba and Gabriel's a better partnership, that Ray is not far off Alisson, Ben White's the best right back in the league, Timber's going to be a new signing when he comes in, Rice is the best DM in the world.
Cal,
Salah. Hold on, let me cook.
Can you imagine? That's how
Liverpool fans have said.
Bro, that's how I felt in like 2017, 2018.
Liverpool fans have said, including myself. I've said that as well. Saka's the best right winger in the league, and Salah's washed and finished.
don't
is
think anyone says
better than all your strikers. No, these are stuff I've heard. I've been on. You guys know me. I'm a
Igal, you've
workaholic.
said
I'm on a
some
lot
of
of
them.
streams.
Igal, you have said some of them.
I've never said.
Oh, you've definitely said some of them. You're the king of combined 11s, so don't try and act like you haven't.
All right, Monts, we've done plenty of combined 11s. Whenever we do a combined 11, we get told, "No, Saka's got to play left wing."
Yeah, but Raya over Alisson is crazy. I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah,
no, I never seen Raya over Alisson. I've heard Raya's getting close.
I've heard some Raya shit. Yeah, I've heard some mad Raya.
I've also calling all the players.
Who's ever said Saka over Salah?
Hooks. You want to know who said Hooks has said Raya is the best goalie in the world? I've got a video of it. I'll send you it in a minute, bro. Hooks
Maybe he meant on form.
But he still said it, regardless or not. He still said it.
But what's form? But what is form?
I'm sorry. What was like the first 5 games of the season?
But bro, I'm sorry, but to make them statements like Alisson has what 8 years of form?
No. Listen,
fuck the last 4 games. Alisson has 8 years of form.
We're not going to do side arguments. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So my point is, Arsenal, for me at the moment, or Arsenal fan base, keep on changing the narrative. When Liverpool had injuries for the last few seasons, we got told, shut up and deal with it. It's part of football. Every other stream I hear Arsenal fans talking, injuries and when's this player come back? We've had this deal with this for years. For years. We've been hearing this season, the refs are against us, the refs are against us. I've not seen a red card that shouldn't have been given to Arsenal this season. We can moan about the Ben White stuff.
The Saliba red card was valid.
We can moan about the
forget Saliba.
We can moan about Declan Rice getting sent off. Declan Rice committed 2 yellow card offences. He got sent off. Saliba, last man challenge, got sent off. As it pertains to actual things going against teams, etc., Liverpool have had more bad decisions go against them than Arsenal this season. We're still top of the league. So again, that goes without saying. Again, I'll continue. When we were challenging City and coming up second, we'd either finish with a couple of trophies or we'd finish with a Champions League.
It's fake news. It's fake news.
Fuck off. The season where we were challenging with the quad, we won 2 trophies and City won the Premier League. The season where we finished second to City before we won the league, we won Champions League. So when Arsenal comparing themselves to Liverpool, it doesn't really wash with me because the seasons where you guys have finished second, you haven't won anything. And then you're speaking about Arsenal and Liverpool saying that, you're not really looking at Liverpool thinking, we can't catch them. That's fair. You can catch us. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, when Liverpool have been this far out in front of Arsenal, you've never caught us. And then when I continue further
wait. Last year, you were 7 points ahead of us. We caught up to you. And we only
9 points. As I've said, 5 points, but yeah. With a game in hand. You had a game in hand.
Right.
So as I said, when we've been this far out in front of you, you've never caught us. Also, Agal, I saw your post on Twitter yesterday when you talked about teams played and where they rank in the table.
They cling on to.
Agal, we can only play the teams that are in front of us. And Monts said it as well. The teams that you've drawn against away from home or beat away from home, who were seen as tougher games, well done. You did what you had to do. But then if that's the case, you can't moan about the games where you're losing to Bournemouth and stuff. And you can
I agree. I agree. No, Cal, I agree. I actually agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So you can sit. Hold on, one sec.
Yeah, sorry,
you got to refuel this plane, man.
But the red cards were not unjust. The red cards were just red cards, and you had a player sent off. Still deal with it. So it's
we're being supposed to get sent off.
So one last thing. Chelsea came up, beat them. Man United beat them. Everyone talks about Man United. When we played Man United, it ain't the Man United that's playing now, by the way.
Yeah, 10
the Man United that jumped into the season where everyone thought, they could do something this season. We went to Old Trafford and turned it into Mo Trafford like we always do. Big up, Cass. Chelsea beat again. So this whole narrative, Liverpool ain't played anyone. Leverkusen have lost 2 games in the last however many years. Who gave them their second loss? Hold
on. I just said something there. When you said beat Chelsea, Igal swiftly jumped in with at home, right? No, he said at home, yeah? He was making a point that, yes, you beat Chelsea, but it was at home, right? So I presume that you are saying, because you drew with them away, right?
Yeah, I expect.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. So
they expected and doing it.
You expected to beat them away, didn't you? Because you usually beat them away, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's irrelevant.
No, it's not relevant. It means that you're moving backwards.
My point is, Liverpool played them at home. You expected to beat them.
But bro, what I'm
Liverpool-
saying is,
he's right.
what he's saying is right. But you expected to beat Chelsea away because usually you beat Chelsea away, right?
But that's
Chelsea
not the point he's making. You're making a point for him. That's
all
not
right,
what he said.
are we just staying on the same point?
No, but that's not what he
No,
said.
you're
He said-
completely
What are you saying,
losing
In
it.
that case, sorry, Your Honour, I was just getting involved. I noticed something, so
Wait,
I
what
wanted
did
to
you
move
call
on. If we have to stay,
That's called when it suits me FC.
Yeah,
That's called when
Yeah,
it suits me
No
FC.
problem.
That's
That's
a
not
prime
Wait,
example.
what do you
Yeah,
mean
mate,
when it's
what's the
suits
gal
me?
saying though? What are you saying, the gal?
What do you call him? A runner?
One second.
That sounds.
What is Monts talking
Sorry.
about?
Oh, Your Honor.
Your Honour.
We beat Brian at home, and you guys drew Brian at home. Why is no one speaking about that?
So the thing we're going to talk about right now is you're saying, oh, Igal, why are you talking about our fixtures? All we can do is play the teams we can play ahead of us. Fair enough. How many games have you played out of the teams that are currently in the top 10?
I can't remember it, guy, honestly. But do you know what? Forget about
Let
it.
me
Take
remind
credit
you.
away from what
Let me
Liverpool have done.
remind you.
So far. I'm not
Right.
gonna lie, you're taking away credit
Out
of what
of-
Liverpool have
Out
done
of your
so far.
out
That's
of your
what you're
11
doing.
games, out of your 11 games, right? Out of your 11 games, right? 6 of them have been against the top. The bottom 10, right? 6 of them have been against the bottom 10.
Is that at the time of playing them or currently? Is that at the time of playing them or where they are now?
1 second. You won all 6 of those games. Doing
No,
what you're supposed
sorry,
to do.
sorry to cut you. I'm asking, is that at the time of playing them or where they are now?
Where they are now. So based on where they are now, the bottom 10 in the Premier League, you've beaten 6 of them and you've played 6 of them. Okay.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
If I don't get to finish my point, you will never understand the context of what I'm saying.
Bro, you're just trying to shit on
Let him know.
I don't think you're chatting rubbish, Agal. I'm just asking, isn't it more of a fair metric to look at where the team was when we played them as opposed to where they are now?
No, because I'm talking about
No, 'cause that doesn't suit
in the
the
grand
agenda.
scheme of things. I'm looking at it now based on where they are now in the league. So my point is valid. You guys just need to hear it out, okay? Based on the position in the league right now, you have played 6 teams in the bottom half of the table. You beat all 6 of them. Good job. That's impressive. Credit to you guys. You did what you're supposed to do. Now, in the grand scheme of things, Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken, in the same span has played 4 of those teams in the bottom half of the table. We won 3 of them, and I think
Bro, this micro-analysis is mental.
One second.
I need to hear this.
We won 3 of them, and the only one we lost to was, of course, Bournemouth. Right now, in the other hand, we have played 8 games against the top 10 teams. We played 8 games against the top 10 teams, and 5 of those have been away from home. No, 6
Bro,
of those.
you must find context to back.
5
Why
of
won't you
those.
just give someone some credit and say
6
that
of
you're
those
not
8
doing that
games.
great at the
1
moment?
second. What, Dabs? Why you keep interrupting me?
Because it's
My
so
point
much
is,
context, bro.
in comparison to Liverpool, who played 5 games against the top 10, we've played 8 games against the top 10 in the Premier League currently, and 6 of those games have been away from home, away to Villa, away to Tottenham, away to Man City, away to Newcastle, and away to Chelsea. Those are the teams that are currently 5 of them. So 5 of those teams are in that position. Now you're telling me this doesn't have an impact on how Arsenal are performing compared to Liverpool when it comes to difficulty in schedule and when it comes to the amount of away games, the difficulty in away games. Let me give you Arsenal's away fixtures. Once again, we've played Villa, Tottenham, Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Chelsea. In the same breath, guess who you have played against away from home? I have it in front of me. You don't have to worry.
Man. This is
played the likes
shameless.
of Wolves. You've played the likes of Crystal Palace. You played the likes of Ipswich. You played who else? You've played Manchester United and Arsenal. And your only drop points, if I'm not mistaken, was at home and against Arsenal away from home. So just to show you the difference in difficulty in schedule has an impact.
Cal, before I take you back in, can I just say, I am so thankful, that City, who are in a bad fucking place at the moment, that I don't have. Remember what I said before about at the start of the show about how, like, when I see Steve, it's just like, yeah, we're not looking good at the moment. It is what it is. Whereas Arsenal fans last night are sitting there trying to break down and go into reasons to, bro, how about you just say, do you know what? Yeah, Liverpool have been better than us this season so far. How about that, bro? What? Like, you've literally tried to
Bro,
shit
if I
on
played
everything
Ipswich
Liverpool
Wolves
done.
instead of Tottenham and Man City and
you
Villa,
talk about-
it could be different stories.
So let me ask you a
Fucking
question.
cans.
Let me ask you a question.
Talk your
Are
shit,
you
bro.
saying?
Am I lying?
Hold
One
on.
second.
Are you-
There's
Egal,
neutrals here.
That's an excuse,
Are you
Egal, though.
saying?
Come on, man.
Egal,
It's not an
are you
excuse,
a
it's
neutral? He's a
Bro,
neutral.
but you're
Egal,
Arsenal, bro. You've been
Egal,
doing
let
this,
me
though,
ask
bro.
you a question.
Bro,
Are
not be
you
stupid.
saying? Are
Newcastle
you saying
away
that
is
Liverpool?
harder
Are
than
you
Ipswich.
basically saying that Liverpool
love that.
are
Love that.
ahead of you by 9 fucking points? Yeah. Simply because of the teams that they've had to face and the teams that you've had to face. Is that what you're trying to do?
He's basically saying, fuck Liverpool.
One second.
Fuck them man up
One
north.
second.
Can't
One
stand
second.
them.
I think the
If you go
difficulty in
shove their
schedule.
sign up their
I
baddies
think the
and go
difficulty
have
in
their
schedule.
fucking what?
I think the
what happened
difficulty
there?
in schedule
Allow
does
it.
have a
That's what
direct
he's saying.
impact in performances and results. And when you play a lot more, and when you play a harder away
Chips and
ground,
gravy.
when you have a different and
Come on.
a more difficult schedule to start the season, it might balance out second half of the season, and that's maybe where Arsenal can pick up more points, and maybe that's where Liverpool's going
I
to.
don't know why. I don't know why people acting like fixtures don't matter though. I don't really get that. I don't
They do
understand
matter,
that.
but bro,
Like, even when you're in the FA Cup, you want
Bro,
to ease your
it's-
team. That's
Bro,
just how it works.
Trust me,
That's hard,
fixtures
bro.
are relevant,
I'm
yeah.
the FA
But
Cup holder.
all I'm saying is
Thank you.
that I'm sat here and I could try and bring shitloads of context to this, yeah? Shitloads of context. I could, like people have said about the seasons when Liverpool dropped off, they retired a bit. I could say this is our fucking 8th or 9th year in a title race. The players, all of that. I won't do it. Why? Because Liverpool fucking deserve to be top. Liverpool have been consistently the best team this season. That's why. To come in here and do all of that, I'm not gonna lie. There's relevance to it. I'm not saying there isn't, but it's just hella shameless, Egal. Hella shameless, man.
No, but he's
Like,
providing context to what's actually happening. Like I don't understand.
I don't think it's
We have
shameless.
played.
You know
We
what,
have,
man?
listen,
One
by
second.
this-
Did
by
anything
the-
I say is
Hey,
not
one sec, bro.
facts?
One sec, bro. By
Everything I
the
said
end,
is
by the end
factual
of, by
statements.
the end, after this, before we
but
go
it's
to
not
Christmas,
fact.
we
Do you
would
know
have
why?
played
Do you know why it's not
everyone
facts?
away.
Because I can tell you something now
ID,
factually,
let's hold
yeah.
that.
I can tell you something factually. Any away game, yeah, is fucking difficult, bro. Like any away game is difficult. Home
But
games.
once again, can I name the away games? Can I name
No,
them?
I don't care.
Can I
bro.
name
don't
them?
wanna hear
One
it.
second,
I'm not
can I
gonna
name
listen.
them?
though, that.
Because
You
it's
have to
shameless.
care.
I'm not
Wolves,
listening.
Crystal
It's
Palace.
shameless.
I'm
I
not
don't think it's
listening.
shameless, personally.
I'm not
Alright,
listening.
so can I ask-
Wolves
so
and
can I ask a
Crystal Palace
question
are the
then?
same as Aston Villa, Spurs, and Man City. Get out of here, Dap. So you're talking
All right,
shit.
all
my
right.
brother.
So, Gal, can I
No,
ask
I'm not
him? Can I-
listening because it's fucking shameless, bro.
No,
No, it's not. It's not shameless.
Egal, one thing I will say to you, and this is, let's take City out of this fucking equation, yeah? Although it is
Let's
relevant.
not.
Bro,
You
hold
lost
on,
the same
hold
teams
on,
as us.
hold on, bro. There, like you said, there are 38 games in the season, right? Monts, make sure you
Why you
note down
putting
this
the job on
fucking stream, yeah? Because Egal, if you do not, yeah, if you do not fucking win this league, yeah, it's shit like this that makes you a laughing stock, bro, because you're so fucking shameless, bro.
Wait.
So shameless.
You just told me I'm 9 points behind.
On the other half,
One second. I
I
need to
don't think you're
respond to
shameless.
that.
So you must
I'm
win the
9
league.
points
You must
behind.
win the league.
1 second. I'm 9 points behind, but I
Man
must.
United in a title race.
Yes,
I'm
you
9
must.
points behind, but
yes,
I
because
must.
of this shit. Yeah,
Not the
because
team
you
that's 9
hold
points
on,
ahead.
bro. And let me explain to you why. Because you've come on here and basically said, "Oh, they're only 9 points clear because of the teams they played." So cool, no problem. You show us that by making sure that you win this fucking league. Otherwise, this whole argument you've done today is.
But the
complete
argument is not the league.
shameless
It's about Liverpool. He's
It's
not talking
shameless
about winning
shit,
the
bro.
league.
No, because he's saying
talking about the
Liverpool.
difference between Arsenal and Liverpool.
He's saying the only
Liverpool
reason
haven't won the
Liverpool
league yet.
are. The only reason he is saying Liverpool is
you wanna
top,
say something, Carl?
is because of the games that he has been, the games that Liverpool have played, the games that Arsenal have played. That's what he said, yeah?
Yeah.
Therefore, he must presume that Arsenal are going to fucking turn it round when they play the teams that Liverpool have played.
Yeah, that's what
other
he's saying,
places.
yeah.
So
That's what
I'm
he's
saying,
saying.
cool. If you want to come on and kind of try to talk, Liverpool really haven't been that great to teams they're playing, well, you better fucking win the league. That's what I'm saying you must.
No, but that doesn't make
What's up with
sense.
winning the
Because
league,
in one
though?
If you
breath,
don't think
you're-
that makes
in
sense,
one
no
breath-
problem.
In one breath, you're trying to shit on my whole argument, and in the other breath, you're trying to say your argument is right. Then go win it. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does make sense.
No, it
because
doesn't.
here's why it makes sense. To me, your argument doesn't make sense. To you, it does. Therefore, if you believe your argument, go win the league. I don't believe it. I don't think you are going to win the league. That's why it makes sense.
I don't think you're being shameless, Egal, personally. I think
If you believe it, go and do it, bro. If
fixture
you believe it,
comparison
go
is
and
very
do it.
relevant, because then if we look at a bunch of fixtures and say, "Oh, that's harder. Oh, that looks a little bit light," we wouldn't do it then. Because you're
I
comparing your
just think,
fixture.
bro, do you know what it is, though? Do you
it's
know what it
factual.
is? It's there's, and this is a thing, right? There's context to it, right? If you also want to talk about and look at maybe the fact that, do you know what? Yeah, you can come on and you can say, do you know what, Liverpool have been good, new manager, he's got them. The fact that Liverpool are getting better, which for me, they are. Every game I see Liverpool getting better because they're spending more time with the manager. If you want to do all of that and talk about the positives and also talk about the negatives of Arsenal and City, yeah, then go on and talk about that. But it's the fact that you will never address Liverpool, the fact that Liverpool have been good. You'll never address the fact that Arsenal, your players, they've lacked discipline and all the negative shit about your club. And the same with mine. You'll just go straight for the excuses. And that's what you're doing. Oh, no, it's because we played.
It's not an excuse. I'm pointing out a statistical fact.
Okay.
I got one for you, Monts. Don't worry.
And you're in denial.
I'm not in denial, bro. We're shit. There's no reason. I don't support Liverpool.
Yeah,
there's no reason for me to be in denial.
That's a lie for me.
1 second. Callum brought it up. That's why I mentioned it.
Callum's gonna address another point. Let me just run these supers real quick. Monts, I'll put in your Canva thing. We aren't Spurs, big man. Respect yourself. I don't know who was you talking to that link, by the way.
It'll be Arsenal. It's Mr. Link. He's talking about Arsenal.
Yeah.
We always
Cat is saying you couldn't beat cherries, blueberries, and you want to talk about Forest. Liverpool is top. They're looking down. It is up, bro. I think that's towards you, D, by the way. There you go.
What did they say?
It said you couldn't beat cherries, blueberries, as in Chelsea, and you want to talk about Forest. It said Liverpool is top.
Forest, but listen, Liverpool are doing what they have to do at the end of the day. They don't need to worry about what Arsenal are doing. That's the facts of it. They're doing what they have to do. You've got to beat the teams in front of you. It is what it is. We all understand that. But as Arsenal that are actually 9 points behind, we have to think what is the reason and how we're going to catch it up. That's what we have to do. People forget that we are actually 9 points behind and are trying to figure it out. So we're 9 points behind and we've got to go, hold on a minute, what's actually happening here? Oh, this might be the reason. That might be the reason. So hopefully Liverpool drop points at Villa away. Hopefully they drop points at Man City away. Hopefully they drop points at Tottenham away because they haven't played these teams away yet. We have. So we've got to look at these games and say, hold on a minute, maybe these are the games that they're going to drop points in. That's simple. It's quite
Newcastle. And Newcastle.
Yeah, and Newcastle away.
But I'm not going to lie.
I get through the supers?
I would say right now, Arsenal don't necessarily need to be focusing, and City, by the way, because right now, for me, and I'm not looking at Liverpool going, where are Liverpool going to drop points? I'm actually looking at it and going, right, we need to focus on picking up 3 points every game ourselves. Right. And I think that should be the same for Arsenal and City right now. We should not be caring about Liverpool dropping points, yeah? We'll deal with that later. Right now, Arsenal and City need to be focusing on just getting 3 points.
But that's part of my argument.
We have to focus on both of us. We have to focus on getting ourselves right and getting 3 points every game. We can't be watching what Liverpool are doing at the moment because
I honestly believe if somebody else was sitting on this stream and explained what I explained, maybe in a different accent or a different manner. I'm just saying the way the way I come across comes off as like you guys being delusional again. But I'm simply looking
maybe in the comments, not to me. It's just
I'm simply saying. 1 second. I'm simply looking at the table, and I'm simply saying, Dabs and everybody here, understand. Arsenal have had tougher fixtures than Liverpool, and that's why we've also had 3 games with red cards.
You know what you got to do here. You got
behind that. We're not going to have as good as performances throughout the 90 minutes.
Wait. No. You hold on. Let me do supers.
Hold on. Gal, have you done context on? Because what you've done is you've gone and listed all the teams that Liverpool have played, all the teams that you've played, right? And whether it was home and away. Have you gone, because you want to do so much context, have you actually gone and looked at the context of the fact that, and this is where, for me, it's a bullshit argument because it's relevant to like when Arsenal played City. Did City have worst City missing players? When Arsenal played this team, did they have? Because we will all do that on our teams. We'll always talk about players that City are missing, players that Arsenal are missing, players that Liverpool are missing. Do we also go and look at players that maybe, let's say Ipswich as an example, yeah, that maybe they might have been missing players as well? No, we won't. We'll just go, yeah, they're bottom half of the league, therefore they're a poor team. There's so much context in every game of football that I feel you can't do that. You just have to look at beating everyone that's in front of you. Otherwise, there's too much context to throw in it. Sorry, Cass, carry on.
AD says, Arsenal fans have too much chest for second place boys. They're not second, they're third. Actually, no, they're not.
They're fourth, apparently. They're fifth.
Brady.
They're third, isn't it?
No, I think they're
No, we're not
fifth.
third.
Braid says, so Monts, what was the point swing last season when Liverpool was above Arsenal?
It was 5 points, and you had a
points,
game, and you'd played a game less, as well. So you won your game in hand, it would have been 2 points. That's from the image that I obviously see.
It became
but
14 points.
But my point was that my point, just to reply to that super chat, my point was that Arsenal for me aren't the same team that they were last season, and Liverpool, we're not the same team either. You could argue that we're probably a bit more controlled. Obviously, we have to see later on in the season if we're going to be as good as how we are now for much longer. But I think Arsenal fans have this voodoo idea in their head that they're the same team as last season when they're not. So
Agal really thinks they are light years ahead of us, as Aiden. OR says Agal said Stamford Bridge is a brothel, so you must. Did you?
Didn't get nothing from that.
Actually,
did you say that?
Well, if OR said it, then
yeah, my mistake.
Oh man,
he said actually you
was
played
letting off that night, no? Basically, all right, cool.
He said,
All right, yeah, I must have included the Bournemouth loss. My apologies.
He said actually you played 7 teams in the top 10.
Okay, so fair. Still one more than what you guys played in the bottom half.
It says calm down, Specs. We ain't lost at St James's in 9 years.
I knew that was coming. Cool, you got me.
Sorry, can I? Oh, go on. You still got more supers.
It says that's just one. It says, if you have ever been in a winning position in your life, you know that you only want to improve, not looking too much down. Who is chasing you?
Fair point.
That's not true. Ask any Liverpool fan. City were on their next many years.
Yeah, they're saying that we're not City. That's the whole point. We're not City. That's
also when have we been in a title race and we've been ahead of City with a substantial amount of points?
The one time you won it. The one time you won it.
Wasn't there one time where they came back from like 13 points?
And you won it that year.
They had games in hand. Again, I just want to go back to what you were saying before. And this is why there's a frustration, because you've added some context, but you've left out some context. And this is where I'm going to fill in the blanks. You speak about the away games you've played, which is absolutely fair enough. But let's speak about, if we're going to do that you've had the harder away games, then if that's the case, you've had the easier home games, right? You've had Southampton at home, you've had Leicester at home, you've had other teams at home who are considered the easier fodder teams, right? Yeah. But you've also had Brighton at home, which is the only common fixture that we've had this season. We won and you lost. So you
were battering them before the red card.
No. There we go. More context needed.
Wait.
No, hold on. Say you weren't. It was an equal game.
It was
it wasn't. They had zero
we did a watch along for it. Either way, it's like context on top of context to fucking back your argument.
One sec. Liverpool and City have both beaten Chelsea this season, and this is why I say about fixtures and the timing of. Because when you said it matters where they are now as opposed to where they were when we played. When Chelsea played Man City first game of the season, we can all agree Chelsea were very disjointed and no one really thought too much about it. Glad we don't have to play them now. Yeah. So when we played Chelsea, we played them at home, but we beat them 2-1. No disrespect to Daps or Man City, I would say our victory over Chelsea is better than Man City's victory over Chelsea, because the Chelsea we played was a more conditioned Chelsea and a better team as a whole structurally. Would you agree with that, Agal? Yes or no?
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so hence why I say you have to look at when you played a team rather than where the team is now. Because when we played Man United, if I'm not mistaken, they had won their games in the league up until then. And we're looking like a team who could be a resurgent giant. Whereas after we've played them, they've gone on a spiral. So when we played them, we made them look bad when they were looking good. If someone were to play them just before Ruben Nistelrooy got there, everyone would be like, well, boys, Man United, everyone gets peace for Manchester United. So when you're not adding context as to where teams are when you play them as to where they are now, it doesn't make much sense, Agal. Because when we played Forest and lost, everyone laughed at us. But right now, we're a Forest.
Yeah, that's a good
Forest
point.
We're third in the table. That loss don't look too stupid now, does it?
But also on that count, on the flip side of that, it's the same as with the Brighton and Bournemouth, because now Man City have lost to them as well. So the same way.
But you've just proven that's.
People told us we have to.
I'm adding your point. I'm adding your point.
Right. Hence why people told us we have to beat them with 10 men.
Hold on.
You went down to 10 men based off what you guys did.
That defeats
That's
the point.
your fault.
I know, but people told us we were supposed to beat them even with 10 men, and now that Man City have dropped points to them, it's like, oh wow.
No, you're just meant to beat them regardless. Just like when we had to
we were meant to beat them as well, by the way. We were meant to beat them.
You have no excuse. You lost with 11 men on the pitch.
100%, bro. I'm not here trying to make no excuses, bro. I'm literally not for one of Egal. Please span everything and try and find. I had people trying to put "you've got injuries" in my mouth the other day, and I was going, I don't want to do that. What, injuries in your mouth?
No, it's just the way you said, because you paused and then said it.
Okay. Either way, yeah. I will not make excuses for losing to the Miguel. We're really bad, and that would be how I would.
No one's saying you're making excuses, bro. I'm just putting context. No. Gary Neville went on Big Sky Sports and said,
"What I'm saying is,
one second, let me tell you what was said to us. What was said to us is the Bournemouth and Brighton defeats.
What I'm saying is,
drop points is embarrassing.
I know I'm not trying to make excuses, and no one's telling me I'm trying to make excuses. What I'm saying to you is, you constantly make excuses. I will sit here and say we were shit.
I don't think it's an excuse. Once again, I think it's a fair point to bring up that Arsenal was told, even though you're with 10 men for majority of the game versus Bournemouth and Brighton, you still have to come out and win those games.
Because you tell us you're that much better than
other teams will do that.
You should. But right,
brother, we're not told that after we drop points in those games. I forgot my fellow Arsenal fans' name.
I am telling you, Egal. I'm telling you, that even if City went down to 10 men against Bournemouth, I would expect us to get 3 points.
Well, you had 11 men and lost.
Yes, because we're shit at the moment. That's what I'm saying. I would expect us. We should. We didn't, and we will take that. Whereas you will go, no. Like, we didn't win because we had 10 men. You're good enough. You're Arsenal that are challenging for the league. When you are challenging for the league, you don't come up with reasons. You don't need to talk about the reasons because you get the job fucking done. Right now, I'm not sure if we're going to win the league. Why? Because we're not getting the job done, and I'll take that. No problem.
Debs, I hear you, but I think we're having two completely different conversations.
Yeah, because you don't want to hear what I'm saying. That's why.
Because you have a Canadian accent, though.
My point.
I can't understand you in Canadian.
My point is simply now that
by the way, people.
I think my fellow Arsenal fan here brought it up. Now that Man City have dropped points to Brighton and Bournemouth. Looking back at it, with Arsenal with 10 men, we were told we have to win those games. And it was embarrassing that we dropped points with 10 men. And looking back at it, the performances were not good. The context makes it look like, people were being harsh.
See, it doesn't. Egal, you're not understanding what I'm saying, right? I'm saying before the game with 11 men, I expected you to beat them, Arsenal with 10 men, I expected to beat them, Because if you are City, Arsenal, Liverpool, I believe you should be able to, and because
but then City lose both those games.
Yes. Oh my God, Egal, because we're not good enough, because we haven't been good enough. But what I'm saying is, us, you, and Monts and Cal, as City, Liverpool, and Arsenal fans, we all put ourselves we are in a title race. We are better than everyone else. We are challenging, right? So all of us should go, do you know what? Even if we go down to 10 men, we go and get the fucking job done. Just because City went and lost to them, it doesn't make me go, actually, fair enough to Arsenal. It makes me think, neither Arsenal or City are good enough at this point to go on and win this league, right? Because with 10 men, we should still be able to go and get the job done. With 11 men, even more so. But it doesn't make me go, actually, now it's an all right result for Arsenal.
But it is a thing, though.
It's still a bad result now.
It's still a thing, though.
No, if you thought, you can say it doesn't look like a bad result. If you think it doesn't look like a bad result, I'm telling you now, you do not have what it takes to win the league.
I seen Liverpool take a last-second winner or something, 1 goal deficit versus Brighton.
Keyword you said there.
Not an easy team.
Hold on.
I seen you guys lose to Brighton. Looking back at it with 10 men for the majority of the game,
stop using me and this current City team as a bar, because we are not good enough at the moment. And you use, I see Liverpool get a last-minute goal. Guess what, bro? The key thing there, you got the last-minute goal, something us and you did not do, right?
We didn't get a last-minute winner against Brighton.
What minute was it?
Bro, we
Like
scored
70,
two in
it's
like
like
3
70, it
minutes.
was 72nd minute. No, we scored in
Oh yeah,
two
you guys
goals in 4
scored
minutes.
2 in quick fire.
We had it
man.
wrapped up a little while ago, bro.
But either way, what that shows you is that right now, even if it was a 99th minute goal, what that would show you is that right now, yeah, Liverpool have the heart and fucking belief to go and turn 1 point into 3 points. And right now, Manchester City and Arsenal, neither of us are showing the heart and desire to turn 1 point into 3. Shit, if you want me to shit on City, we turn 3 points into no fucking points, bro. And I'm fine to say that right now. Whereas you are trying to shit on Liverpool this whole stream and what they're doing and try and play up and make excuses for what your club is doing.
I honestly have not shat on Liverpool. I was just giving you guys the actual games played and the position of those teams. But fair enough. Overall, Callum, Monts, I believe your team is playing well right now. But I do think you guys are not invincible. You're going to drop points. And when you do drop points, it's on my team. It's on my team and it's on Man City to try to pick up form and to see if we can bridge that gap. 9-point deficit this early in the season is not ridiculous to overturn. We've seen 14 points deficits be overturned after 20 games.
All right,
sorry for stabbing you in the back.
But Egal, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Can you get a falcon, write that down, tie it to its leg, fly that to a Chelsea fan, and then when you're done with that, fax it through to Daps, and then Daps can let me know, and then we can have.
I'd rather just text you.
That's what see because of the
new
point,
ways of transporting messages.
Because of the points deficit right now.
The
When you WhatsApp me, I only when you WhatsApp me, I only see one tick because the gap's 9 points now. So for me, what you just said was the sky is blue. You just told me the sky is blue. That's all you've said to me.
By the way,
Liverpool are not invincible. You're right. No one's ever been invincible apart from Arsenal. So you know,
I'm gonna be real. Egal,
but the way people are talking is if you're not going to drop points.
No, I'm not saying. I'm still staying here. I don't know if Liverpool are going to win the league.
He can't give you any praise. It's so hard for him to give you any bit of praise there.
One thing I will not do, Egal, or one thing I won't think is tolerable, is that you're downplaying what we've done. Because if that's the case, then Egal, Arsenal should really look at themselves in the mirror more than any other team.
Facts.
Because Liverpool changed their manager and spent 12 million in the summer on one player who has kicked ball for about 10 minutes in the Premier League. You guys went out and spent and added to your team, which was the second best in the league last season by 1 point, and you've regressed. Don't look at us, bro. Hold up that mirror. Look at the brother whose hair don't move in the wind and ask what's going on at your club.
Bro,
don't look at our fixtures. Look at your own, bro.
Before you go, because I haven't said much. I just said, as I said, the bottom line is, and this didn't really need to take 45 minutes to decipher, but there's no point bringing up how hard your fixtures have been if you can't win the games that you're supposed to be winning.
We won all the games we were supposed to win except for the one with a red card.
You didn't win against Brighton or Bournemouth. You didn't win against Brighton or Bournemouth.
That's why you said red card.
But the red cards are of your own doing. So the bottom line is, again, no one told Rice to kick that ball away.
Wait until a referee gives you an unjust red card. You'll be crying.
Unjust? What's unjust about it, Gal? What's unjust about it?
The yellow for Declan Rice was just.
Thanks. I got about 20 minutes or 40 minutes of this clip. I don't know what tomorrow.
You're having a stink like saying I couldn't understand you because you spoke in Canadian.
By the way, I'm one of the biggest Arteta fans. If Arsenal do not win the league and Liverpool win the league over Arsenal, that to me is a sackable offense for Arteta, because we have to look at him and say, how did this team go backwards?
What was unjust about the red card?
Again,
because you just said a team that was nowhere in the title race went all the way and did not sign anybody, improved to the level where they've gone to win the league, and we now have to look at Arteta to say, can he even get this team over the line? Because Arne Slot came in his first season, he's able to do it. You have to look at him.
All right, do you think the red card against Brighton was unjust?
No, Cal.
Say that again.
Do you think the red card against Brighton was unjust?
Saliba one, I can't say to Saliba one, but the Declan Rice one, yeah, it was unjust. I mean, anyone that thinks that should be a second yellow. I mean, we're talking about for the good of the game.
If he didn't have a yellow card and he did that, would you have been all right if you got a yellow card?
No. Because you got to remember, if he doesn't touch that ball, Yeah, let's imagine Declan Rice doesn't touch the ball and Veltman comes and kicks the ball and kicks Declan Rice at that. It's a red card offence to Veltman, regardless of whether Rice touched the ball.
And also, Pedro Neto.
Either way, he knows the rules.
Pedro Neto later in the game, he could have got sent off for the same thing. They never.
But you got to remember Cal as well. Okay, on the flip side of that, you got to remember Cal.
Yellow card.
Do you remember what's his name? João Pedro didn't get a yellow card as well.
Yeah, but hold on. I know,
but saying he should have got a yellow card but didn't is not really make a difference.
What the hell just happened?
All of this, right? We've seen the stats. We've seen the stats.
No. I get what you're.
But bro, we know the rules. We all know the rules. We all disagree with the rules. I think we could all sit here and happily agree. Do you know what? These rules are shit. We think the rules are wrong, right? We all can say that, right? But we are not having, the FA, PGM, what they call PGMLA or whatever they're called, and your manager and your coach is saying, look, these are the fucking rules, follow the rules, because we know the referees are inconsistent, right? So we know all of that firstly. If your players consistently continue, like when Rodri put his hands to someone's neck last season, I didn't go, do you know what, that was a bit harsh, because, bro, it was a red, innit? And you take it because that is the rule of the game. But secondly, it's very easy for you lot as Arsenal fans, or not you two, but for any Arsenal fans to talk about these incidents where you think someone should have, someone shouldn't have, got a yellow and whatever, and how 2 yellows turn into a red, all of that. There are stats proving that Arsenal, I think, concede the most fouls before they get a yellow card, So there's clearly incidents out there that are questionable about you, and that is factual, because if Arsenal have conceded or on average concede the most fouls before they get their first yellow card, then I think it's safe to say that in the state of football right now, nothing is consistent, so any foul could potentially be a yellow card. You commit the most fouls before you get a yellow card. Therefore, and I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not here saying I think Arsenal deserve to get more yellows in City. What I am saying is, when there is an argument, there's this side, and usually you meet in the middle, right? So stop using these excuses.
One second. You mentioned a stat. Is that stat based on this season or the last 5 years?
Je ne sais pas, bro. I haven't.
Okay, let me tell you. It's based on this season, 8 games in. That's that you found. It was a Man City article.
But bro, that is perfect.
Are you gonna let me respond?
That's perfect, because we're talking. It wasn't a Man City article.
Let me rebuttal. Let me rebuttal. 2 seconds. I'm done.
What are you doing?
Statistically, that is actually, if you look at the last 6 years, Man City have the least fouls for the most yellow. Have the least yellow cards for the most fouls in the league. So when you actually look at the numbers,
we're talking about
club that benefits the most.
No, but hold on, Igal. We've been talking about this season. Now, just because I've pointed something out, you're bringing up previous seasons. We're not talking about previous seasons, bro. I'll tell you, hand of Rod should have been a handball. Again, I don't make excuses, bro. But we are talking about this season. You've been going on about the reason why you've lost games is because of your cards this season. So and you're giving up bare reasons to, but there was this time when we got a yellow, but then there was that time for you and you didn't get a yellow, when the fact of the matter is referees are inconsistent, so any foul could be a yellow card based on how referees are. You commit the most fouls before you get a yellow card. Therefore, all this narrative that the refs are against you
over the last 6 years, Man City does that too.
Egal, and I'm saying, oh my God, Egal, not once have I said that isn't a fact. We're talking about this season, so why are you bringing up the last couple of years? Why are you doing that?
Because it's relevant.
Well, not to this title race, it isn't.
All right, I'm doing these and I'm shutting up.
Yeah.
Egal, if you can't win with 10 men, then you can't win the league. It's not for the first time a team won with 10 or 9 men. OR says, Egal, really? We're going to drop points. No way. Even Invincibles drop points, no? And then the last one is Morton Pedersen saying, Liverpool had 4 red cards after 7 games last year. I don't know who MA is. Arteta didn't have to sit out. I think it's that run. Didn't have to sit out because he was wrong, and all the others were debatable. Who?
Arteta did have to sit out a game.
Anyways, make sure you smash the likes and make sure you subscribe to everyone here, people, as well, man. Please, if you don't mind, go and search them up. It should be on their names right now. So you can go find them. So run that up. Has anyone got anything else to say as well?
Everyone sleep well.
Yeah, we'll revisit this again.
Yo, I'm live at 8:30 if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, Monts is live, I think now as well. It's gonna go over there, narrate it up, all of that good stuff. And make sure you subscribe to FamZone, Geordie Dread TV. Get them to their respective. We're gonna call it 5Ks. 1K is not good enough. Geordie Dread's already on 1, so yeah. In a bit.
No, I'm on 1 2.
Huh? Yeah.
1 2 now.
No, you're not getting no celebration until 5G. Don't worry like that.